Creating a macro. Macros are used when we have a set of tasks or steps that we constantly are reproducing in a workbook or worksheet. Macros are recorded and include all of the steps to complete the actions that you want your macro to perform. These steps could be things like clicking on cells, typing in numbers, using ribbons or menus, or anything else that we commonly do in Excel. The Macro Recorder and Macro Manager can be found on the Developer ribbon. By default, the Developer ribbon is not turned on. You will need to right-click on your ribbon and select Customize the ribbon, and then check the box next to the Developer toolbar and click OK. Now you have the Developer ribbon. To begin, we'll record a macro that takes in some formatting changes so that you will have a quick keyboard shortcut to use anytime you wanted to apply a specific type of formatting. You would come up to the Record Macro section of the Developer ribbon, name your macro, and give it a shortcut key. I'm going to use Q, something I know that's not already taken. You can choose where you want to store the macro, in this workbook, in a new one, or in a personal macro workbook. Then you can provide a description so that you can remember what the macro is for. Then you click OK. Immediately, Excel will begin recording. So anything you do will be recorded in the macro. I'm going to go to my Home ribbon and change some formatting. So I'm going to change the font, and I'm going to change the color, and apply bold. When you're finished recording your macro, you can choose the Stop Recording. Your macro is now saved. Now, anytime I want to apply that same very large red formatting, I would select a cell and hit Control Q. I'll show you another one that uses a formula. We'll start a new macro. I will call this Sum, and I will use Control M. So I want the sum formula, this column, to sum up the column. Then I stop recording, and as I click through, now we can see that my macro applied the sum to this column as well. Anytime you have a set of steps that you want to repeat using quick keyboard shortcuts, you can create a macro.